All right, first and foremost, give all praise to Yahweh, Shimei, Thumb. That's the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of this universe, and His Son Hamashiach Yahweh, who the word English calls Jesus Christ. All right. So we're gonna do a short lesson on sowing discord among the brethren, sowing discord among the congregation. These is very, 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 very important. We should have videos all across the board on this thing. I've seen a few videos on it. I watched Uzziah, used to be from IUIC, brother, who left there, give a great lesson on it. I watched a few others, but ultimately, man, it's a cancerous thing, man. Sowing discord is it's very cancerous. It's you making a fire, and it's gonna be even analogies of that within the text of how this thing can spread, man. How this a one little whisper or one little and the scriptures go into whispering, man. It go into not jesting. You know what I'm saying? Not making the little jokes and the little, the little small things that, people may think may be funny, but they really, what I'm saying, people may take offense to it. Everybody don't have the same humor and so forth, man. So we're gonna deal with recognizing these things, what I'm saying, recognizing individual that's on Discord, and what to do when someone comes to you with some kind of discord, what you can do to just go ahead and throw that fire out the gate. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, man, just brothers and sisters, just if you have an offense, man, just go ahead and deal with it. That go to that individual one-on-one, or get leadership involved and try to square the thing before it starts. Just don't hold it in. All right, just don't be holding that thing in. Okay, he took that jab or she took that jab, and you just holding this stuff in until you're ready to explode. Or, and even as leadership, we can't be sitting around and see the jabs and see the certain things that we not speak on, and we just letting these things fester and continue on. All right, so it's something that we all can learn from this thing, from all levels, from leadership to the body, and to do preventive maintenance on this thing, that it doesn't fester within the body. Now, ultimately, offenses are gonna come, man. Things are gonna happen, and we just got to know how to deal with them. So we're gonna start with Proverbs 6 and 12. It says, "A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth." And if we go into that definition of forward, it kind of goes into a deceitfulness, a deceitful mouth, a perverse mouth, and we'll see it even in the text if we continue on reading. Okay, it says, "A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers." Okay, all deception, all illusion. Okay, watch my fingers, watch my feet, but don't watch my intent. You're not going to see the intentions. Forwardness is in his heart. Deceitfulness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He won't let this thing go. He's up late at night thinking about how he can sow this discord, thinking about how he can be deceitful. All right, and he's doing this. He or she is doing this because they want a certain. I ain't gonna say it's for different reasons. There can be hatred, there can be envy, there can be jealousy. Because of, especially within a body, because of some position, because, like a spiritual position, you can't buy. No matter how much money you have, a spiritual influence can't be bought. So a lot of times people will, just like Simon Magnus, when he tried to buy the gift of the Holy Spirit, man. He tried to buy that gift that the apostles were laying hands on people and giving them the Holy Spirit. He wanted to buy it, but there's some things that money can't buy. And, some of these spiritual gifts, some of these spiritual positions, brothers, whether it's just be brothers reading or brothers, holding the signs or whatever the case may be, man, brothers can feel threatened by other brothers, and likewise with the sisters, because of other issues, whether it be courting. Maybe he's in a better position to be courted, so I need to get him up out of there, or I gotta make him feel bad. And that brother Uzziah used the analogy of having a city. And you want the biggest building in the city, but it's only two ways to build to accomplish this. He said one is to build, do the work and build the highest building in the city. And another way is to destroy the rest of the buildings. Destroy the rest of the buildings where your building now is towering over everyone else's building. And sometimes this is where the discord comes in at. Well, we got to tear brothers and sisters down to make ourselves feel good, or to make ourselves feel significant, or to give ourselves some sort of position, because we don't want to do the work, because we don't want to be responsible for anything. We don't want to be obligated. We don't want to commit ourselves to the Lord. We just want somebody else to do it, and then when they get the reverence for it, but we want the reverence. We want the respect. We don't want to do the work, but we want the respect. Now, another reason this could be happening also is, us just not dealing with, it could just be straight hatred, man. You know what I'm saying? Just us just not liking a certain individual, for whatever case, or somebody took something wrong, or brother is on his way out, or sister is on their way out the door. A lot of times those who sow discord, they usually are sowing it, if they on their way out the door, to take somebody else with them. Who leaving with me? I use that analogy with that movie Dave Chappelle, man. The white boy was, leaving the job. He was like, hey, who coming with me? You coming with me? He ended up getting that sister to go with him, and quit the job. I think the Northern Kingdom brother did too, man. He threw fries and stuff everywhere. He said, he cussed everybody out. Boom, 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 boom. And then, walked out this thing, took somebody with him. And sometimes that's what happens, man. You can see it even at certain jobs, man. I was talking to my father about, he called it like downplaying management, man. Managing down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you telling a certain individual, like, hey, man, you shouldn't be doing that. Don't do it that way, man. That's all you got to do. Don't do no more than that. That's all you got to do. So that person isn't getting above them or making that individual look bad. That person may come in, want to bleach the floor after the shift and want to sweep and mop. Be like, man, we ain't got to mop the floor, man. See, they pay somebody to do that, man. You ain't got to do that. You're going to be making us look bad. You're going to take away his money. You're going to save the company money. They're going to mess around and, and so they managing down because they don't want to do the work, but they don't want that joker to get no shine for him doing the work. And so they'll manage that individual down, or they may even just sow discord where these folk racist, man. Don't even go in there asking for no raise, man. Listen, man, these folks here don't know what they doing here, man. It's just a terrible place. Joker just got on. And Joker already sowing discord. Listen, man, that Joker there, she racist, man. That Joker there, she done slept with everybody. Don't do it. Don't do it. She done slept with everybody except that Joker. And that Joker don't want you coming in and you sleeping with her. So he's sowing discord to get you up out of there. So when somebody comes to you with discord, you have to it's best to just go ahead and let that brother know, hey, man, take that to that individual. Make sure you go speak to him, then come back. I don't want to hear about y'all quarrel if you haven't spoke to him first. Go speak to that individual, then come back and tell me how that thing goes. But get that thing straightened first before we get into that. All right, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 12, verse 14. Shalakia, forwardness is in his heart, he deceiveth mischief continually, he soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly, and suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deceiveth wicked imaginations, feet that are swift to run and run into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren. And I say, Christians say, God hates the sin, not the sinner. We see here that this is Most High literally saying he hates the sinner. Okay, he hates a sinner, someone who soweth discord among the brethren. Okay, he hateth this individual. Okay, this individual is an abomination. that soweth discord among the brethren. Where we at? Verse 15, therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly it should be broken without remedy. These, Shalakia, not verse 15, verse 19. Verse 20, I'm sorry. My son, keepeth thy father's commandments, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thy heart, tie them by their neck. So that's pretty much all we want there. The proud look, the lying tongue, false witness, all those things. But that verse 19, a false witness lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren, the Most High hates. Okay, let's look at Romans chapter 16 and verse 16. We should have stayed in Proverbs, but we'll go. 16 and verse 16, it says, salute one another with an holy kiss. The churches of Christ salute you. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned, and avoid them. For they that are such serve not the Lord Jesus Christ, but their own belly, and by good works and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. And so you'll watch an individual who's so hard. Like I said, he's gonna leave. If he's leaving out of an organization, he's gonna try to take people with him. All right. And so you can recognize, and you need to know this so you can recognize these individuals and separate yourself from them before they pull the simple, because you simple. Yeah, if you've been pulled out of organization by another individual because how another individual feels, and being brought to another end, like you got to identify these things, man. You got to see if you're like, well, maybe you could be that individual that's been strung along because of a grievance that somebody had with another individual, man. I had an individual leave an organization because of how I spoke to another individual. Like, I ain't think you, and then he didn't even hear the conversation. I spoke with the brother one-on-one. How you even hear the conversation? How you know how I spoke to him? You just took his word for it and then you left? But what he was, that he was simple. And so that deceptive tongue took the simple out of the organization. That winking of the eye. That deceitful tongue. Let's look at it again. And this is what it says, mark this individual. Mark them which cause divisions, verse 17, and offenses contrary to the doctrine which we have learned, and avoid them. For they that are such serve not the Lord Jesus Christ, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. Have you been deceived? Have you been deceived by fair speech? See, we have to evaluate these things, look at these things, because these things are happening, man. Not just in this organization, not just, it's happening all throughout Israel. It's happening camp amongst camps. Brothers go to different camps talking about, well, this brother did this, brother did this. That's why, brother, get on this. I know about all the camps, man. I get all the phone calls. All the people calling me about it. All the people they sowing discord. And so they leaving the camp and they telling you some foolishness about another camp. That's why I don't even listen to that mess. Brother be like, man, I left this camp because they was doing this and they doing it. I don't listen to that. I be like, yeah. But you let them sit there long enough, then you'll see the real reason. You'll see the real reason why the camp kicked them out, or the real reason why they left the organization. And a lot of times you need to reach out to these other organizations when brothers and sisters leave these things and see what really happened. Don't just take that brother's word, because you could be bringing in something that could be sowing more discord. You have to protect the flock. You got to protect the garden. That's why so many parables about agriculture within the text. If you know about gardening, man, it takes a lot. You got to protect those seeds that you're planting, because everybody's not there to learn. Everybody has different intentions. Brothers are there for brotherhood. Sisters are there. It may be sisters there. They get married. It may be brothers there coming in. They just want to play the role until they get a wife. Then it don't happen quick enough, or they run through all the women. They shoot they shot at all the women. They want out. The woman, the man that the sister after, he ends up marrying another sister. That can't sit in there. How you gonna sit in that congregation together, man? You done messed around and you been lusting after this man the whole time, almost fell in love with him. He don't even know it, and now he done married another sister. And you sitting up there sowing discord among the sisters, and really not really dealing with the sister because you were supposed to be married to him, not her, and vice versa. And vice versa. Let's look at James 4 and let's go back to Proverbs real quick. It's very important. And we might get ready to close after this. Proverbs 26 and 20. Proverbs 26 and 20. And this is gonna be this is a hard lesson, but it gotta be dealt with. And like I say, if it's not done, if we're not dealing with preventing it, and the fire has already festered, I say doing videos like it's gonna be casualties. All right, it's gonna be casualties because leadership let it continue on. And so if you let it continue on, you let it get to a certain point. If it's not addressed immediately, when you come back to do a video like this, it's gonna be casualties with that. And that's the fault to leadership. Leadership has to take the blame for that. But this is why we doing this video, so that if you are leading an organization, that we can have this, and you can learn from my mistakes. Proverbs 26 and 18, because and it's too, some of this stuff will leak in from your organization. Say you didn't deal with the situation, and you just you didn't bring the correction or the rebuke, and that brother done went to another organization. He can sowed that discord there, man. You done caused that fire to go there. You know what I'm saying? You had a brother that was dealing with some situation with his lust, or he had some crazy criminal background nobody really knew about. That stuff can fester on to the next person, man. It can you sending those problems, and we can't do that. All right, we can't do that. I've been guilty of that. I'm sure a lot of other camps been guilty of that. These brothers just passing around. We got to mark these folks, man. We got to mark these folks that are sowing discord, so the whole body knows, not just your congregation, but the whole body of Israel knows that these individuals been in 4-5 camps just sowing discord, causing problems, and starting this cancer, man, and messing around and just causing strife within the body. Proverbs, 26 and 18. We're going to read the rest of that chapter. Proverbs 26 and 18, it says, as a madman, let me start. Verse 17, he that passeth by and meddleth with strife. He that passes by and meddleth with strife belonging not to him is like one that taketh a dog by the ears. We read that verse verse 17 in the NLT. It says, interfering in someone else's argument is as foolish as yanking a dog's ears. Okay. Verse 18, as a madman who casteth firebrands, arrows, and death, so is the man that deceiveth his neighbor and saith, am not I in sport? So what does it mean, am I not in sport? Okay, and a lot of times, listen, don't just read that and not understand what it's saying. Look at comparative text. Like that old English in the KJV, it can trip you up, and you'll just read over it. We'll get lazy and just read over things that we don't understand. Let me read it to you in the NLT. It says, Just as damaging, verse 18, just as damaging as a madman shooting a deadly weapon is someone who lies to a friend and then says, I was only joking. So is someone who lies to a friend and then says, I was only joking, man. Was I not in sport? All right, well, it was just a joke, man. It was just for fun. It was just, and this the dangers of gesturing, man. The text tell you don't be doing that gesturing. Everybody can't take it. Everybody don't have the same. Everybody don't have the same sense of humor. Some people are serious. Some people are stern. You know, brother be like, hey man, man, why you so serious all the time, man? That's how he is. Learn how that brother is, man. And let him have his peace. But you trying to force somebody to smile and force somebody to like that, you know, you can cause strife. You can cause contention. You know what I'm saying? Joker be like, man, Joker play too much, man. Verse 20 says, where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceases. All right, the strife ceases where there is no talebearer, man. All right, and what the talebearer ain't just somebody just telling lies, man. Just a whisperer, man. Those whispering, going back and forth, talking to this brother, telling this brother this, taking that conversation that brother had, taking it over there, taking the conversation over there, taking every time brother call you, talking about another brother, talking about something what another brother said about another brother. You gotta tell that brother, hey man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. You take it to that brother. All right, we gotta be operating in charity. So we all guilty of it because we sat there, we listened to him. If you listen to it, you guilty. If you didn't check him when he brought it to you, you're guilty of it. You helped sow the discord. We threw wood on the fire, but where there is no wood, all right, we don't throw no wood on the fire, then the fire goes out. Y'all been in tabernacles? As coals are to burning coals and wood to fire, so is a contentious man to kindle of strife. All right, a contentious man is going to kindle strife, man. Verse 22, the words of a talebearer, and these words, rumors, whatever, are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross. He that hateth disassembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within, man. Let me read that in the KJV. It says, people may cover their hatred with pleasant words. Verse 24. People may cover their hatred with pleasant words, but they are deceiving you. They pretend to be, verse 25, they pretend to be kind, but don't believe them. Their hearts are full with many evils. Okay? Their hearts are full of many evils. They may say sweet words, and they, Shalom, Mark, how you been, brother? Yeah, man, listen, man, we gotta go, man, you gotta, man, listen, I'm gonna call you back, man, we gonna kick the bobo, man, we gonna go to the, hey, man, let's do the thing, man. Man, I love that video you just did. It's gonna be brothers hit me about this video. Man, that was a powerful video, man. That thing was powerful. I love that thing. Hey, you know, I gotta deal with it. Man, brother be like, yeah, you know what? That thing was talking to me, man. I gotta do better. But brother really gonna hang up that phone like, man, I hate that Negro, man. Man, I hate that joker did that, man. Gonna have hatred for you. But and you know what? That's because we let it get to that point. Like I said, you let it get to this point, you let it get to a certain point. If you don't address it out the gate and it becomes a cancer and it's spreading around, it's affecting all kind of individuals. You got 5-6 brothers offended by one brother or what one brother said, and then it's gonna cause casualties. It's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be bloody. All right, so as leadership, we have to address these things and get them out of the way, out the gate. All right, verse 24 again in the KJV. He that hateth disassembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within them. 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and that rolleth a stone, it will return unto him. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin, man. So you gotta watch out, man. Even when people are praising you and speaking, you got to be able to recognize people even speaking, certain compliments to you, trying to compliment you, but they being a little sarcastic about it. It's a little hatred in there, man. It's a little bitterness in there. It's a little hatred. It's a little bitterness, man. I'm gonna give you James 4:11. And again, we just have to be mindful of these things, man. Hey, and address me, man, about the video. Prince of Power. It's a Prince of Power video. Address Brother Phineas, man. If you have any questions about the video. James chapter 4 and verse 11. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judge of his brother speaketh evil of the law and judge of the law. But if thou shalt judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge. There is one lawgiver who is able to save and to destroy. Who art thou that judgeth thy brother, man? Who art thou? All right. We supposed to be exalting our brother higher than ourselves. When are we doing? Are we doing that? Hey brother, man, you brought that word out, man. I appreciate you, brother, and you're a strong brother. Are we building each other up, or are we tearing each other down? Are we encouraging each other? Or are we calling brothers? Hey, man, you know what? I did this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead and study, man. Let's read this passage. Let's read these couple chapters together, bro. Are we calling each other with some folly, man? Hey, man, who you got? Who you got for this fight tonight? Who you got, man? You think Cain Velasquez? Like, what's your favorite WWE wrestler? Who your top 5 NBA player? You know what I'm saying? So again, man, we just let me give you 1 Corinthians. Then I'm ahead. I promise y'all. 1 Corinthians 1 and 3. 1 Corinthians 1 and 3. And again, as leadership, man, we have to protect those seeds that are sown, man. Those that are there to be taught. Everybody not there to be taught. So those that are there to be taught, those those that belong to you, man. You got to protect that garden. You got to protect those seeds that you planted. You see them growing. You have to guard them. You have to keep them. You have to protect them. And when we see the divisions, we see those that are causing divisions. We see those that are sowing discord. We got to separate ourselves from them. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 1, it says, "And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even unto babes in Christ. I have fed you with milk, and not with meat, for hither ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are you able to bear it." Okay? "For ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are you not yet carnal? For while one saith, I am of Paul, another, I am of Apollos, are you yet carnal?" So when there's divisions and the disputings and all of these things end up coming, man, that's just a testament to us being babes, that us being still cardinal. We gotta be operating in humility, man. We don't know nothing. If we sit up here beefing with each other, striving with each other, going back and forth, he said this, she said that, man, we still cardinal. We have very little knowledge of Christ. We have very little knowledge of how the Spirit operates. We have very little fruits of the Spirit. And we have to just deal with that. That's what the text say, man. We babes. I don't care how long you've been in the truth. You could have been studying this thing 50 years. You still causing strife, sowing discord. You're a babe. So again, this thing, you babes, man, this thing went a lot farther than I wanted it to go. Want to try to do something quick, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But again, just recapping everything. Acknowledging these people, making sure that you're not the one being, you're not the simple one that's being misled and manipulated. From those that are intending on leaving a congregation and trying to pull as many individuals out of this thing as possible by sowing discord. Make sure that no one's coming to you with discord and you're not addressing it and telling that individual, hey, you need to go and talk to that so and so about that. Make sure address that to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Come back, you know what I'm saying? Come back, y'all figure that thing out, man. And in charity, and then you can come back and discuss it with me and let me know how that thing played out. But when we see someone sowing the discord, we're addressing it out the gate, understanding that a lot of this stuff comes from jealousy, hatred, envy. Joker can just envy you because because of how you participating within the body, or your reverence level in the body, because the leader calling your name more than he calling his name, or you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, the first lady, or you know what I'm saying, the leader's wife, and is calling your name more than she's calling anybody else's, calling another sister name more than she calling your name. And you could be, you can end up getting some hatred or some envy within you. Some hatred can come in from, our hatred from other individuals, other outside nations, outside things, and then we bringing it within the closest people that we can deal with, which is the body. We got to stop the gesturing, the joking and the playing. We got to take time to prove each other, man. You know what I'm saying? To understand each other's personalities and how people operate. Everybody's personality ain't the same. Everybody ain't gonna take everything the same. And we gotta lay down our expectations on what we feel like we supposed to be getting outside of this. What we supposed to be getting inside of this organization. All right, what we supposed to be getting inside of the body. What are we coming into the body to do? And you gotta be honest with yourself, man. Do some self-evaluation. Like, why are you here? You got to understand, like, are you within this organization? What are you trying to get from this organization? Are you here to be fed? Are you here for camaraderie? Are you here? Why are you here? Are you here for brotherhood? Are you here seeking the Most High and His Son, Yahushua? Are you seeking salvation? Are you seeking the truth? Are you seeking someone who's, have you came under this person because you feel like this individual is studied enough to lead you and to give you the truth according to, what I'm saying, the spirit that's been allotted to them? Or do you care about any of that? Or are you just here to, keep the feast days and gather with some brothers and sisters? Or are you looking for certain friendships and this brotherhood, what I'm saying, and again, camaraderie? So we have to evaluate ourselves and make sure that we in this thing for the right spirit, for the right reasons, that we in this thing and that we in this thing in the right spirit. Because if you're looking for something else, if you have some kind of other expectation, then there can be some conflict there. And it's plenty of work to be done. I want to say that too. I want to leave with that. There's plenty of work to be done. And we need brothers and sisters in every congregation, need brothers and sisters to step up and help with this work. All right. If brothers and sisters have suggestions on how to make certain organizations better, or make sure that you throwing yourself in there on what you can do. Hey man, you know what? I think we need to have more videos out. Put yourself in there. Hey, you know what can I do? Put yourself, like, what can I do to help more videos come out? Hey brother, we need better organization with the feast days. Well, what can you do to help that? Don't just give brothers your suggestion. Don't bring brothers your suggestion. Like, bring your suggestion with your solution on what you can do to fix that. We need more brotherly love. What can you do to fix the brotherly love? What are the solutions that we can do? But we always got to look in the mirror. But like I say, when you have discord amongst your brethren, if it's not addressed immediately, it can fall on leadership. And if somebody tell you and you don't somebody bring you to discord and you don't deal with it, it's on you. So I hope this thing was edifying to the body. Again, it's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be casualties come with this thing. But those in spirit, man, if you can identify with these things, or if you identify as one of these individuals, or you participated in some sowing discord, or you allotted it, we have a chance to correct these things and to stop these things, so that we can quench the fire and that this thing doesn't spread any further. Okay, and with that, I say shalom.